So especially with some crazy news and incredible second quarter earnings, there definitely is a ton of insane stuff happening to Nokia's stock again, also seeing some solid growth since we last covered it about a week ago. And next to skyrocketing to almost $6, we are also only a few percentages away from the short squeeze highs, equaling an astonishing gain of more than 60% since the lows from these crazy few 100% gaps at the beginning of the year. But as there is some huge news regarding the mentioned earnings as well, what we are going to do today is give you an updated insight into what is happening to Nokia's stock and break down exactly whether it is still a buy at the end of this video. And as the analysis in the next few minutes is absolutely crucial to consider before buying the stock, make sure to stay tuned. Really quick before we jump right in, just hit that subscribe button down below. And as we'll keep you updated on breaking news and awesome trading opportunities every single day, subscribing would not only help us but also you. So there is really no excuse for not smashing the subscribe button. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you feel so. Alright, let's start talking about the stock. And we certainly got a lot to cover again, including the still strongly influential earnings as well as some major news in regard to new products and partnerships. We'll also go through some other crucial stuff currently happening internally inside the company, starting off however with the pretty crazy earnings report getting released just a few weeks ago. And there actually is a ton of pretty insane growth we definitely have to talk about here, for example resulting in some just crazy new estimates for the full year of 2021. In fact, Nokia is now expected to generate an incredible $26.8 billion in all 4 quarters, being raised by an enormous almost $1.2 billion up to these new numbers. But obviously, this all is thanks to some huge growth in the financials of the recent second quarter, literally being up a major 10% here just in net sales for example alone, when compared on a year-over-year basis. And as it quickly becomes evident in the report, these gains actually took place in almost every single business sector, especially in the network infrastructure one, even if we exclude a major software deal that took place there as we described more in depth in one of our recent videos on the stock. But with those massive gains in mind, it's definitely safe to say that there was some strong acceleration happening in the company when it comes down to not only its products, but also the execution under the new CEO in the actual business, where we have some pretty important things to consider however when taking a deeper look at this as well. And the most critical one here, and this is something you probably have already noticed in normal day-to-day life, is that there were some major changes that Nokia did over the years, completely switching up its initial business to become the company we know today. So as this has been heavily emphasized in Nokia's earnings report, we definitely have to start here with the new 5G and network infrastructure focus of the company, currently pulling some insane numbers as mentioned before, showing off in some more than double-digit growth just over the second quarter of this year, while also having a massive impact on the overall financials. But as briefly noted at the beginning, there also were some super important changes to the actual product line of Nokia, getting heavily emphasized in the report as well. And we're talking here about some next-generation AirScale baseband and antenna products that got released just a few weeks ago, while absolutely outperforming its predecessors, however with more than 75% better power efficiency just to name one aspect. But in order to actually get back to where the company once was, Nokia created a radically game-changing approach known internally as the Great Reset. And here the company, in a nutshell, plans to cut its workforce by up to 10,000 people just in the next 18 to 24 months, starting with the current 90,000 they have right now. If this plan however succeeds, they would be able to save more than $700 million in literally every single year. So combined with Nokia's new efforts on R&D and infrastructure, it will almost all be about 5G networking and digital infrastructure from now, with the main goal of the costs of restructuring being almost equivalent to the cost savings obviously in mind by the end. As a result of this, management anticipates operating margins increases by around 10% this year as well. So Nokia certainly has some huge growth ahead, making it a buy right now for many people. Alright, if you like this video and want to support our mission of providing free financial information here on YouTube, please ensure you're subscribed and definitely consider leaving a like. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.